The body in the corner has a ghost standing beside him. It's the body's previous owner, the ghost himself, looking at it. Janster goes to interact with it. The ghost is not saying anything. He's just staring at his own body. Janster apologizes for what happened, and he asks if there is anything he can do for him. The ghost turns his head and half looks at Janster and says, "Take his body home." Janster asks where his home is and gets the answer, on an island. Mulling this over, Janster agrees. It takes them quite some time before they realize to investigate the ceiling. And they see that there is a shaft leading upwards over the platform. And it goes up for quite some feet. The party, having broken the 2 bars into 4 pieces, start to place it in each input of the pedestal. 4 wooden bars in total. The bars in place, they band together and start gathering at the pedestal. Janster moves over to Kildry and the others and asks to take the body with them. Kildry takes it upon himself to grab the body himself and hold him, binding the body's hands so that he can wrap it around him like it's a cloak. The rest of the party in Aros, they line up along the bars in the pedestal and they start to push in one direction. They find that the pedestal itself does not move, but the platform below them that they are standing on does. And through continual strength checks, they find that their platform rises up towards the shaft. And they are joyous that they figured it out. As they continually rise through strength checks to the shaft, they find that the shaft itself will not allow them past with their length of their bars. They're just a little bit longer. So they have to stop while in midair and use their hacking and spellcraft to cut off the ends to make it short enough. They make the checks and they continue along into the shaft itself. Many strength checks are attempted. And as they continue up into the shaft, they find that there is no opening. They just see ceiling with their dark vision and what light they have. They continue on anyway, making many strength checks. Sometimes they even out, sometimes they excel. But it's very slow. Very slowly they get up here. Very slowly. And as they get closer to the top, they realize there is no visible exit, just a ceiling that has a lip down the center. Having struggled to get this far up, they see the ceiling does not relent. They don't think they're going to get out of it. So Janster casts Cold Touch cantrip, and the necromantic hand launches upwards towards the ceiling and reaches and grasps at something to hold on to. It catches the lip of the ceiling in the center, and it squeezes, and the wood starts to rot and fall down onto them. They start to see light. They start to cheer as the grasp continually rots away the wood in the center of the ceiling. They continue to push up with this morale boost they just received. They push onward, up and up and up. And as they get closer, Glenn fires a firebolt cantrip up into the ceiling through the center. And it blasts outward the rotted wood. They see the sun. The firebolt continues up into the air and fizzles out like a firework. They continue upward after this firebolt, Shamash using up the bardic inspiration that Bam gave him earlier. As they get closer to the ceiling, what's left of it anyway, the ceiling opens up like doors, and some sand falls on top of them. They continue to raise up, the sunlight blinding them. And they look around them. They find themselves surrounded by walls. The ground around them is sand. And then as they finally get accustomed, they notice there are people above the walls looking at them in silence. And then they hear a voice. "Ah, you've finally made it. Well done." And the session ends. Good droning on.
Likes your mountain or your ginger ale. Hey, give me my
Animal
pencil
companion.
back. I'm trying to write it.
We going for a field.
He didn't want to call. He couldn't. Man.
Okay, hold on. You just used the 17.
17. And I'm working
Okay,
on 11.
so now put the other stats we want to go.
So you'd say strength. What else would be
Constitution.
Constitution should be your second stat.
That's your
You don't have any
Yeah,
plus
the next
bonuses,
level
so
I'm going
16.
with dual
You have
wielding.
multiple
So.
16.
Yes.
He seriously thinks it's ice cream.
You can watch that.
And as soon as she's licking it,
I've never seen it, so that sounds pretty hot.
it's pretty hot. I watched it over 7 times.
Damn.
Just 7?
Oh my gosh.
Can't find it no more.
And I can't wait to just not have to run back and forth and then push this button here until we... The door is now open. The Kenku you don't have any. So.
For having the gemstone scale.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No illegal injuries. How do we go about damage? Hurting things.
What are you using as a weapon?
Yeah.
Short sword.
Then you'll roll.
They see that there is a light at the end of the hallway and an open doorway.
It's not catchable.
But it's because he could. Wait, it's not catchable?
No.
You just killed this
Scurvy is a lack of nutrition.
You just needed some food and water.
Yeah, I was about to give this guy food and water. All he needed was fucking lemons.
Pause for 1 second. Pause. Words.
Dude, yeah, that's all I do.
Well, it's
How many spaces does
from
it
the
go
doorway forward.
My campaign went
Forward from the doorway is 10.
How much to the side?
Probably 5 squares from the sides.
Because you hit your note and your boot.
Sorry, I didn't specify that.
Yeah.
Oh shit. So
Do you want to reset the?
Yeah, I'm gonna reset this recording. It blows through, and they see sunlight. They see the sun. And as they get up to the top of where the hole is, the doors open. Meeting a wooden set of walls, and there is not much light now, especially since the the other sconce is on the floor and it's kind of burning out because it's
Sorry.
not cooling enough.
Sorry.
You have your
My torch.
torch still.
Yeah.
Let me get this. You did it at the same time, so you guys knock it out. You guys knock it out of place without him having to smack it the second time.
Bitchin'. So we're gonna go ahead and grab that pole.
So you have
Head back.
2 long poles and you're ready to party.
Yeah. we gotta
But
chop. We probably gotta chop.
We cut them in half.
Yeah, we gotta cut those poles in half. So we got.
Oh
And
man.
then we shove them in the holes, and then we start that
Does
turret.
that sound like a plan?
Oh yeah,
We'll cut
better
it.
than what I was trying to do.
All right, let me make a save here.
Coming up like with this dead body. Oh, drop. Hey guys.
Fancy meeting you here.
By the way,
Son
the
of
only
a
person
bitch.
that has fireball is this guy.
You son of a bitch.
I know it ran long and we spent a lot of time on this, but what do you guys think?
That was fucking amazing.
That's good.
Ready for the next part of it.
Ah, goddamn cliffhangers.
Let me save this again. Oh, and that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. We will have session 1. We'll have session 1 or our second session later. See you guys in the next one. It's been Emperor Haterius. Take care.